this exactly how you want it titled? And if so, I need you to okay that right there.
Okay, I really wanted 10.5 for my trade.
Okay. You know, I don't know where you got that number, Rob. Okay, it's a good number.
Yeah.
Okay. We actually think the vehicle can be worth significantly more than that.
Okay.
All right. So we're basically $1,500 apart. But if you take away the tax credit, now we're $915 apart. So we're not that far apart. Now, your car can be easily worth $10,500. As a matter of fact, we're betting that it can be worth closer to $11,500. However, somebody's got to spend money, invest money in that car to make it worth that. Now, if it turns out that it makes sense for you to do that, I would not only encourage you to, I would help you do that. You know, we talked about some of the things a few minutes ago. It's going to need $800 worth of tires. All right, it's going to need at least $150 worth of detail. I'm not even going to talk about the services or the dings and the dents or anything else, because I don't really think I need to. If you just invested $950 into your car, okay? You want 10.5. It's worth $9,000. If you just spent $950 and you just lost the tax credit, basically here's how it would work. If you pull out of here, okay, and you're heading back towards 285, and right in front of Jim Ellis there's a light. Somebody pulls up next to you and they said, "Hey Rob, that's a nice car." Or they wouldn't know your name. They roll down the window and say, "Hey, nice car." And you said, "Thank you." And they said, "Is it for sale?" And you went, "As a matter of fact, it is." And they said, what do you want for it?" And they said, $10,500. And they went, "Well, put some tires on it, get the dings and dents out, we'll give you 10.5. Well, what you'd have to do is spend $950, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you did that and you came back here, the price of our car would have gone up $585. So let's just do the math and see if it makes sense, okay? Take $10,500, subtract $9,000, subtract $950 for the expenses, subtract $585.
$35 more than it's worth?
No, we're giving you exactly what it's worth. Okay? Because we're not going to sell it for 10.5.
Yeah.
Okay? We may end up selling it for 10.5. We have an intent of turning a profit on every car we take in on trade, but we don't. We don't make money on every single trade by any stretch of the imagination. But this is our business. We're fairly good at it. As you can see, for you to invest $950 into a vehicle that you're not going to drive anymore, in order to lose $35, that doesn't make much sense, does it? Okay? By the way, most people, if you offered a car for sale, they're going to want a discount, aren't they? We haven't even talked about that because we don't need to. So, what I need to know from you is, are there any other options or accessories you'd like to add to your new Honda before you take delivery?
I think that I might just try to sell it myself.
Okay. And you know what? That might be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
If you could sell it yourself and net a significant amount of money, I would, again, encourage you to do it, and I would help you do it, because obviously the quicker we could help you sell your car, the quicker you could get back here and buy our car. All right. Let me share some things with you that our customers have shared with us about selling a car themselves, okay? Number one, you got to prepare your vehicle, which means you have to get it completely detailed. Then you have to keep it clean, because it takes us between 35 and 55 days to sell a pre-owned vehicle off our lot, and we've got about 45,000 cars going by us every single day, plus we advertise, and there's 30 of us that are paid to sell these. So there's a chance it might take you that long too. You want to create a great ad, because the ad is what drives phone calls, and you want the phones to ring off the hook. Rob, don't make the mistake a lot of our customers have. Don't count on an answering machine or your voicemail to handle these calls, because when someone's looking for a car, they're going down a list. I mean, you're selling a 2010 Chevrolet Malibu, there's going to be hundreds of them for sale. When they get a voicemail, they just hang up and they go to the next number. So give them your cell phone number and make sure you answer all the calls. You're going to want to set appointments. And the way this works is, with us, if we get 200 phone calls, we'll have 100 people with enough interest to engage them in conversation about a particular vehicle. We'll have 50 who will say that they'd like to make an appointment. We'll have 25 that will make an appointment, and we'll have 12 who will actually show up. All right? So to get 200 people to call, you'll get 12 appointments out of that. You'll miss about half of them, but look, if there's enough money in it, it's worth the effort. Make no mistake about that. You'll want to do all the paperwork that's involved in selling a car, which is a lot of it. I can provide you most of it. A lot of it you're going to have to get from the state, though. You're going to have to anticipate the no-shows. You're going to get to meet a lot of strangers. Now, avoid car thieves. Now, it used to be that if you wanted to steal a car, what you did was you went out after midnight. You had a ski mask on and a Slim Jim. I mean, you'd crawl over some barbed wire fenced-in area and steal a car. Well, you don't do it that way anymore. Car thieves are the masters of the internet. What they do is they look up the type of car they want on the internet. They call somebody up who will willingly make an appointment with them, and they'll go over there and they'll give you a bogus driver's license and a counterfeit $100 bill and ask you if they can take it for a ride. And 2 or 3 hours later, you'll realize that they're not coming back. And then it gets worse, because if you call the highway patrol and say, look, someone stole my car, the first question they ask you is, how did they steal it? And you say, well, I handed them the keys. And they say, well, in that event, if you handed them the keys, you have to wait 24 hours to report it stolen.
Really?
Do you know where your car could be in 24 hours? Colombia. Okay? Because that's where they go. People don't steal cars to drive, and they steal cars to chop them up. They steal cars to ship them overseas. So make sure you ride with everybody. Okay? Now, you'll sell it more than once. What I mean by that is it happens to us, it happens to everybody else. Someone's going to shake your hand, look you dead in the eye, and say, Rob, we'll take the car. And then you'll never hear from them again. A car like yours is going to require financing. Maybe they couldn't get financing. Maybe they saw something else on the way home. So you will sell it, don't worry. You'll have to verify the funds if they bring you a cashier's check, because those are easily forgeable now. Then you'll deliver the vehicle, and over here we wanted the phone to ring. Over here we don't want the phone to ring. A lot of people have to change their numbers, because what happens is that nobody ever calls you up and says, thanks for selling me a nice car. They call you up with every little bitty problem that the car has, and they want you to fix it. But you know what? If you net enough, it's worth it. Now we can buy it for $9,000. What do you think you might ask for this car if you were going to sell it yourself? $12,000?
Probably like 11.5.
Okay, 11.5. Let's shoot ourselves 30 days into the future. Okay, you've had 25 people call, 200 people call. You have 25 people make appointments. 12 have showed up. You sold the car twice, but the people never returned with the money. This time you come back off the test drive, because you're riding with everybody too. And this nice young couple says, hey, we love this car. All right? In fact, we've got cash money. And they pull out of their car a grocery bag full of $10,750 in $100 bills plus a 50. Okay? Now that is $1,750 more than we can pay for the car. Is there a chance you might take that?
Yes.
Sure. Because you would discount it $750, so the net difference is, let's see, 11, 12, 2,500 more. So you basically discount that $750. So do me a favor, 2,500 minus $750 is what?
17.50.
$1,750. And if you can net $1,750, that's a ton of money. I'd do it. But in order to make the car worth $12,000 or 11.5, or in this case 11.5 minus 750, you know what? You're going to have to do some services. All right. You're going to have to spend money on tires. Okay. If people are going to pay you top dollar for the car, they're going to want it to be in good, very good condition. You're going to have to detail it and keep it clean. Forget that just for a second. You probably have to do the services that are due, because they're going to want to see the service records. I mean, USA Today, in an article several months ago, in the business section, says if you're going to buy a car from a private party, an automobile dealer, or a used car dealer, ask for the service records. If they don't have them, it's a red flag. Do one of two things: either find another car or offer them less. So you're going to want to at least have the last service done. You can probably get that done. In fact, I'll see if we can get it done at our cost, which will be $300. I don't think you need any other repairs, additional depreciation. I'm not going to worry about that right now. You'd have to spend about $50 to advertise it. And here's something that most people don't think about. You have got your monthly payments are $275 right now. You're probably going to have one more, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. So now add this up for me. 300.
It's not like we're gonna. Do you want me to just subtract that from the 1750?
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Just subtract 300, 800, 150, 50, and 215.
250.
250. Yeah.
What about insurance?
Don't worry about the insurance, because you're going to have to insure your new car too.
235. So that's the profit that I've made.
Well, you know what? The profit that you've made
The true profit.
is 235, but remember what you're losing. Subtract $585 from that. So in order for you to become a car salesperson, jack around with all this stuff, take all these chances, it costs you $350. That doesn't make sense, does it? I need your okay right there.
That was good. I like that one.
Here's what I've learned, okay? If you do not appeal to the customer's logical side in the closing booth, you cannot close. And all I'm doing is giving you the information you need to decide that the $9,000 is a good number.
Do these sales guys ever use these sheets?
I don't even use these sheets because I do it on a yellow pad of paper. But you know, it's funny. I'm training for a motorcycle dealership up in Roswell. They're all using the sheets.
The Harley?
They say, yeah, Killer Creek Harley Davidson. Every salesperson says our customers think this is really official. Look, and plus you don't need to. I mean, all you need to do is fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now everything that I just did right there